Welcome back to Avernum, where we had a crazy fight in the dark. Almost boss level, I would say. Though we happened to get out of there. They're not ghosts, they don't drop anything. But I think it's just a tough fight, I don't think it's... Yeah, oh, as you emerge from the twisty passages, the light-obscured black mist disappears. It's still very dark, but you might be able to generate some light now. Okay, is there anything I missed? A lot in there. Let's see if can I run back in, or does it get dark again? I think that was like magical darkness. So I want to make sure we've properly cleared the place. There's a little bit of a back area over here. Oh, see? Missed out on a curing potion. Scimitar, leather pants, and some coins. Oop. You can hold all those things, and actually that too. I think that's all that got missed, it looks like. Unless there's a button, but... So we'll check these walls. It doesn't appear so. Quick save action. And what do we got? We got bronze shield, rusty helmet. And you know what? We have a dispelling item. This just has a chance to destroy all nearby magical bait for 200. Piercing crystal has a chance of destroying. Let's actually save because it's a chance does not guarantee. Alright. This long cave seems to be the lowest point in this dizzying spiral. It is freezing down here. Crystals of ice coat the walls, so we're gonna have one more fight probably. And the bodies scattered on the floor are solid blocks. The bodies are perfectly preserved, and they all clearly died of extreme violence. They're not all human. Some of them are Slith Zurakai. This morbid scene must be the center of the curse that has infested these caverns, and the area outside, if it could possibly be lifted, it must be done here. Let's just Can you cast Shield Chant? Because that's going to be necessary. We've already... Oh, we've got the Cloak of Curses. I think that's all we can really do. And then we've got a white, some ghasts. We don't have the other... But the stuff might start to get summoned. That's the best setup I can do. And if I'm at a death loop, I have to go back to a earlier save. Suddenly, time seems to stop. As you enter this final chamber, you have a strange, ghostly vision. You see the huge caverns of Avernum. A group of humans in archaic armor run through them, clearly panicked. Moments later, you see the cause of their flight. A horde of lizard men is chasing them, weapons drawn, howling for their blood. The humans flee into these winding tunnels and fight a desperate running battle down the deepest level. Eventually, they see their cause is hopeless. The survivors magically seal themselves into this cavern. There they starve, slowly, consumed with hatred for their killers and everyone else who dares be alive. It is the force of their hatred that causes the dead to rise and rise again and attack the people of this area. As you regain your senses, you wonder if you will be able to affect this powerful curse in the slightest. I can attack now? Or maybe we can, like, convince them that, like, we could be friends, or they can just go and be dead. There's a spirit lurking here, in the center of this dark spiral. It is the ghost of a human warrior, a soldier of the Empire, based on the insignia on his chest. His spectral limbs aren't connected to each other. He was torn to bits when he died, and he remains that way in unlife. He has been here for many years, perhaps since the days of the first expedition, and his imprisonment has left him consumed with hatred for the still living. He points at you and opens his mouth. No sound comes out. His ghost lungs are no longer connected to his ghost mouth. Then he swoops silently toward you, eager to drain your warmth. You sense that this ghost is bound to the chamber where he first died. If you flee, you might be able to escape. Wait. So is this... I'm supposed to run away? You sense the ghost is bound to the chamber... Or, okay, so it's like... Okay. I'm not necessarily interested in that. I'm at least going to attempt to murderize them. Radiant ice is not going to help us, but the fiery wand is Perfect. Oh! Not as good as I thought that would be. Oozing. Affects an area for acid? Let's see if we can acid them. Okay, well that's an acid effect. That's good stuff. So that may play out. We have return life. That's all she's really got going on. Rock a speed battle friends. I think she just needs to go in and stab something. And then do you have some crazy majory daze that doesn't work on them? It's a single target acid. I don't know about that. I think just straight up fire is the way to go here. We got a crit, very nice. Because there's going to be some slowing going on. The acid may take him down. Oh my goodness! You've got some health, so you can do that. Yeah, you've got problems here, girl. You need to... Oh wait, she just lost the turn outright. The heal must happen. That is the first thing. But quite honestly... Oh, yeah, acid got him. So acid was effective. Okay, shield chant. Oh, she lost her shield chant. But I think we have to heal. That's too powerful. We got to get out of here. We don't have a counter for that. So let's march in. Okay, then we're just gonna... I would like to take some goodies while we're here. Spell ward. Oh, to magical attacks. You know what? Shall we spell ward it? Give it a spell ward shot? So let's do another save. Why don't you do a priestly protection? Then you rock this. It gives you resistance to magical. It can only have one ward at once. So gone for shield. Gone for ward of elements. That's what we're doing. All right, the fight has started. I'm not going to worry about a fiery one. I don't think. If I have an acid situation, ooze acid mist. Oop. So I think a double acid mist would be really good. Alright, so we have some are affected. I think that's really the best I can do. Because that acid... Okay, now they're all but one are acidified. That'll block the chamber without getting too surrounded. And if you have shield spine regen, really anything useful would be great. Keep in mind healing potions are available. I can take a speed elixir, battle frenzy, shield chant. Already got that, so I get spine and regen. Not bad. Will cost even more. I'd rather just overkill on the armor elixir and throw one that we miss. Now, here we don't need any heals at the moment. I don't think Daze is worthwhile. I think Call a Beast. Yep. That's good. It's gonna pay off, I think. Even if it's just one attack, or two attacks would probably where the worthwhile needs to come in. No, it's gonna launch an attack on us now that if it can't come and punch us in the face. Yeah, each one we can... Yeah, there's that risk. So heavy damage we do have... But if it can't... It's not able to punch us in the face. That's actually really good. Steel ward, resistance, but that will lose our magical ward. So it's recovery, curing, but okay, that's for poison. And then where's our summon? Okay, the spider got damaged. Summons a single beast. I don't know if I unsummon the beast. So wait for him to die. Slows the enemies. Okay. That's helpful. White is slowed with acid. Oh, that. Wait, she had 9. She should have 1 as a bonus. Alright. They've all mostly attacked. I think play it safe. Take the potion. Big attack with the backstab. Think go for your we've got cleave options here. Just a regular boom. And then you really need to be, well, our archer can do some healing. We can, oh, that was disappointingly close. And I think we can survive 1 round, so I'd rather have 1 less baddie to deal with. Everybody's losing turns. Yeah, we just have to heal everybody up. Oh, come on now. Great ice doesn't help us. Oozing wand. Now, technically, they're not currently affected by acid, so it's probably the. And then that. Do I want to use a healing on this? I think I just keep up with the acid because this is gonna get acid effect, which is good news for us. Why don't you just help the whole party do a self-heal. 1 less attacker. And self-heal. The spectral commander opens his mouth. In a silent howl, the spirits of the fellow explorers chained here fade into being and begin to hunt for you. Wait, what? Wait, what? What does that even mean? Okay, oh, they've summoned expedition spirit. Okay. Okay, I follow. I think we're in a good enough position to go on the attack. I think we've got this here, so we don't want to waste it on a summon. You don't have that ability. Now you're missing a shield chant. So probably they've weakness curse. I don't think she's taken anything down. So I think shield chant. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Oh, this could be it. This could be. Alright. That's gonna help big time. Yeah, attack the big bad while we're there. You're gonna have to... Can't switch the ward. Are you better off doing... No, you're better off healing, I think, here. I heal our main... Oh, we got stun going too. Yeah, so the attack is 50 to 130. But this is doing just a little bit of healing, which is unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then was gonna be like, all right. If someone, oh, but we keep getting skipped on turns. We need like a group heal probably. I think it's the only thing that's gonna get us ahead of the curve. Oh, it's only 80 value. Not as good as I thought it was going to be. To be honest. What? I've been robbed. Oh, bad shape here. Losing turns. Alright. I think she can go without health for a turn. They are no longer acid affected, so I would be rocking the acid again if I get the opportunity. Oh, just on the cusp of it. That's a dangerous proposition. Now we have a return life scroll, so we can use. I mean, we're chewing through resources for this fight. Ooh, this is gonna give us a great opportunity to keep her alive. The spectral commander opens his mouth, and in a silent howl, the spirits of his fellow explorers chained fade into being and begin to hunt. Okay. So does that mean? Consciousness? Okay, this is fine. I'm okay with this. Oh, fallen slith. Oh, this fight is too much. This is too much. Like, we need like multiple levels higher to take this on. All right. I don't need health though. And then you are gonna need to just stay alive. And then you're going to return to life. So she's going to be fatigued right there. Then with your remaining... Okay. Yeah, maybe with some item use. Oh, I mean, if you're going to do that... I don't have multiple return to life scrolls. Okay, maybe one extra level. It would be possible, maybe. So let's leave now, because this... Now this is the problem with this type of game, is you are a bit screwed if you don't have the levels and the items to fight the current thing. Or maybe I did the meta... Oh, missing passageway. Or if you did the meta wrong, which could be the case. Maybe I need 2 mages, or I need to... My guy being a rogue might be a huge detriment, and maybe he should be a tank. So let's do whatever the minor fights are that are left in here. And we're gonna have to go elsewhere to get our levels. Crude longbow. It's got value. It's disappointing, really. Greater Shade. This is a powerful one. Alright. Did I search the body? Yes, I did. Now the button. Does it just connect in somewhere? Or is it something totally new? Ooh, barriers? There's a wheel of some type. It's a chest. We actually have a secondary dispelling thing. Just shoot through the barriers, though. Oh. Oh. That is not good. Just focus on reducing their numbers. And you focus on keeping us alive. It's actually good for us. Ah, sucks. Oh, still get a bow shot off. Nice. Oh, come on. Don't play this. You can hit him. Okay, first aid has taken place. Save. There's a large capewood wheel. Let's... So I may have closed something, I don't know. Who knows? Really, you know? But I have a secondary dispelling piercing crystal. Blam. That's not worth it. Power lash. Base energy damage. Lightning on nearby foes for 3 turns. That is a pretty good one, I do have to say. Don't really see anything that it would open. But there was one there and one elsewhere. Oh well. Did I search all of these? So unfortunately, we're leaving empty-handed. We're gonna have to find something a little less difficult to get us quite a bit of experience. To level 12. But I think level 12 will have probably just enough stats. We'll have better armor from whatever other adventure. And you know, currently, that's not quite enough coins for too much high-level stuff. Yeah, so they kind of deter there. So what else do we have on the map? These are pretty damn hard. It's been trying to tell us to go to the castle. That's that's probably a pretty late quest. So we could go south and see if we don't get destroyed there. Do we have to unload much? We can head to the Tower of the Magi. There's probably a shop there. Hello, boys. Actually, let's get the MP restored for free. Or there's a weapon shop here in the hall. Let's talk to her, and I'd like to sell something. Lots of things. Fade, that's not good enough. Gold necklace, gold ring. Those things. All those are pretty useful. I don't think any of these, other than the spell ward, are keepers. Alright. Almost back to 1,000. Purging crystal. Sure. Yeah, I think we are more powerful than the times where we had trouble with the zombie horde. So if a random encounter comes up on us, hopefully we can handle it. Ah, Tower of the Magi, which we found before in a different save. Oh, what's this? There's a small ancient hermit camped here, sitting by a humble camp at the far end of this remote passage. Strange, insubstantial forms flirt around the camp. He hails you when you approach. Greetings, friends, or friends-to-be. You folks seem to be adventurers, and I have rarely met an adventurer who didn't covet better weapons and armor and the like. Yes, I often buy and sell valuable equipment. Would you care to examine my wares? Let's do some shopping. Excellent. The man pulls several items out of his robe for you to examine. Strange, you can't see how all this stuff could fit under his robe. Herbs, razor disc. Charges of 6. A disc with razor edge made for throwing. 29 to 116. Not bad if you were thrown weapon, but that's not much in terms of equipment. A steel jav. And as far as we know, alchemical equipment doesn't really do anything. Guess you could fight him, he probably has some drops. This is like an altar thing, which I don't want to mess with at this. Just north of the Tower of Avernum's greatest center of magical learning. A group of mundane, non-magical soldiers stand on the road, desperately wishing that they were somewhere else. You can understand why. There is something in the air, an energy, an oppressive weight that only grows stronger the closer you get to the tower. Oh, fierce rat. Let's not hold back. Not immune to fire, are you? Certainly not immune to arrows. Nice. Beautiful. We're not going to drop anything, unfortunately, though. No rats and all. Good fight. Oh, that's like a group of them? This is probably a good time to run away, but I'm willing to take a chance. This will probably go poorly. Unless we can acid spray. Yeah, because I don't want to use items. It's like a 90 total when she could... Well, it's... As a group attack, it's not horrible. Now, do you have... And you got this. It'll give us 10% on each end. I'd say that that's worth it. We want to avoid items if possible. You look the lowest. Get stabbed. Oh, so close. And so we do have... We are going to have to heal at some point. Now, based on this, they can probably survive one more round just barely. So let's see if another icy rain can take this guy out. Worth it then? Yes, they did good there. So let's now bust out the heal. And he's the biggest at threat now, so that's the one we want to take out. I can potentially attack him the most. And get the backstab. And now that's down to 3, I think. More valuable to heal. These are not backstabbable, but focus fire, that makes the sense. Oh, that was not good. Is your big shot? Alright, very good. Ooh, close there. So they went in that turn. Okay. we should be able to get a heal in. So even if he gets a big hit in, yeah, we're good, we're good. I'll take him down. Very good. And we've won. Oh. Do it in the turn order. So crude broadswords. That's the emerald. Against my better judgment, came out on top. And we have a bad guy encampment over here. Anything there? Let's investigate. It is the ogre cave, so that's probably spawning ogres periodically. This area is under a level 4 ogre advisory warning. You find one of the areas of intense geothermal activity which keep Avernum warm and alive. The heat from these natural events feeds the plants and keeps you from freezing to death. As you enter, you think you hear loud, angry shrieks to the south. It must just be your imagination. What sort of creatures would want to live on this unpleasant sea? Looks like kind of like a type of undead. Is this identified yet? Doesn't appear to be. I don't think it's a good idea to go in there with our current status. You know, I think you can bypass all this stuff by going on a boat. I think that might be the idea. Or if you're just strong enough like we are to get to here. You are at the entrance to a huge cavern. You behold a truly amazing sight, beautiful and terrifying at the same time. The cave floor slopes down toward the center, so you have an excellent view despite the mist. In the center of the cave you can see a large lake, fed by a natural spring. Its runoff flows to the south, where it pours into a huge lake of magma. Then the water, with an eardrum-searing hissing noise, boils away. The result is that the cavern is not only noisy, but filled with a thick, choking white mist. The humidity has enabled a wide variety of fungus to grow. You can already feel the mildew forming under your armor. It's not the most comfortable place to be, but it's a wondrous sight. So we're not even in the Great Cavern, this is just some other dumbness. It's a collapsed passage. Oh, there's some unexplored stuff in there. Several of the merchants who are camping at this sweltering oasis look like they would like to make a little bit of money off you. Do you stop? Oh, let's look what they have. Steel helm. Bars of iron. I just don't think I should be buying it. It's gonna pop up. Bronze halberd. She's got an iron halberd. Better merchants. Potentially. Iron halberd. Still nothing particular. No, move on. There's some signage. Beware, unstable ground and fumaroles. Dripping wet sign reads, warning, lava pools. Oh, so we can navigate this a little bit. Quick save, there might be some crazy encounter back here as we tempt fate. Oh, this is the Shattered Fortress. Doesn't say what's there. I'm sure it is... Oh, so a mossy thing is also a secret passage. We can take on some red lizards. Unless they're like a higher level of red lizard, or there's like a bazillion of them. And there's a freaking drake with them. Which is not what you can see there on the minimap. It does not look that crazy, so let us go elsewhere. Please just stop. Stop fucking with me, please. Just want to pass through. Okay, so these are not tamed. But a lot of these, the fire lizard He's the threat here. Oh, icy rain. He might be weak to ice. Kind of. He's gonna get that fire off, and it's gonna hit him. I guess he must have just dodged it or whatever. Resisted. Oh, the cleave is so good. I think just the smite. That's the easy way to do it. That was pathetic. Now these are not immune to fire. Beautiful. I'll save after that one. Okay, so this, I've been there, that connects. Oh, my mouse is going crazy. Yeah, so let's check out this little secret. Secret water. Oh, spiritual herbs, maybe? In this corner of the cave, you find some interesting mushrooms. Your knowledge of this cave lore tells you that they have an invigorating effect on the eater. They're a variety which is very useful for making potions. Gain energetic herbs. Some like coral-looking things. Kind of a dead end though. Oh wait, how did I miss that? Gold ring, so that'll give us a little bit of money. You enter the great cave for the first time. The sight to the west takes your breath away. It's a cave, the largest you've ever seen, larger than you ever thought a natural cavern could be. The light from the ceiling fungus is exceptionally bright, revealing that the cavern stretches many miles to the west. It's dotted with a wide variety of farms and small towns. The eastern end of the great cave is moist, steamy, and warm, heated by the enormous caldera to the east. Mushrooms grow very well here. The ceiling is so high that you can even imagine it raining occasionally. Alright. The Great Cave. We're here. Almeria is 15 miles west, if it matters. The first thing we're going to do is divert off to this side passage. Check it for any encounters and goodies. Oh, we're being attacked by cows? No, never mind. Oh, I see that. Give it to me. Find scroll lightning. Find a loose collection of farms. Industrious pale folk raise fat pink mushrooms, tend to pale cows and homicidal giant lizards. Check these guys out. Find a loose collection, industrious people. So let's approach and talk to them. They are pleasant folk, dull folk, long separated from the violence and strife that is the constant state of affairs in the north. The news of the constant warfare with the Nephilim and the Slithzarakai doesn't seem to worry them. As you are about to leave, one wiry woman pulls you aside. You're adventurers, I should know. I used to be one, she mutters, smiling. When you get to Almeria, ask Dexter if you can see his tools. You won't regret it. That sounds like a quest to me. Or at least a dialogue option. Small clusters of huts by the river. Cave fish from the river by the hundreds. When they see you, they invite you in for fried fish, steaks, and mushroom ale. They're friendly folk, though they're all very worried about Slith raiders. As you should be. We have something spawned in there. That looks like it wants to kill me. Looks like wolves. Warg. Okay, that, from a health perspective, they're not too bad, but if they do a shit ton of damage, that would be most unfortunate. suppose we won't find out today, since they can't hit anything. Let's have her stab it, just for the hell of it. So that's taken care of. We continue down the road. The Great Cave is heavily patrolled by Avernum guards, who watch not only for Slitherakai, but for bandits as well. Since you are neither, they don't bother you. Now we have bats. You're coming for me, bats. So let's just do this. Actually, to give a little hit there. I mean, we're getting XP for this. The bright side. Nothing over there. So I'm going to set their flock of cows loose to graze. They have all been branded, and the dark marks of the brands still stand out well against the pale, almost translucent flesh. The shadows, moisture, and mushrooms diet don't agree with these poor bovine creatures. They look at you, moo sadly, and wander away. They need to, like, get out of the frickin' way. This is Almerian Bridge, toll of 5 gold. As you try to walk through this open gate, a grumpy guard pokes his head out a window and says, "Greetings, friend. The toll for the bridge is 5 coins. Then the guard recognizes you. News of your exploits has traveled ahead of you. A captain says, "Many apologies. Feel free to pass our gate whenever you want." That's what I thought. You silly guards. Trying to make money. The city hall. Should we go straight to the local lord for potential quests? Wine. Can't use wine, which kind of sucks. Nothing good in the desk. Oh, shielding potion's not too bad. Bavan. There is a very large bearded man in simple embroidered robes sitting behind the desk. He's juggling figures on sheets of crude Avernum parchment. He wears the sash of a mayor of Avernum. He rises to greet you when you enter. Wandering adventurers, eh? Unpredictable sorts. I'm Bevan. No need for honorifics. Not between warriors. Are you the mayor? I am the protector of Almeria. I take care of this city and the surrounding area. And I can do it just fine without a bunch of adventurers such as yourselves butting in. The last thing we need is adventurers. You won't get a token here, fellow. I already have a royal token, though. Ah, I see. Well, that's a different story. I don't have patience with foolish, undisciplined adventurers, but you. There is one way you can help us. Yes? To the southwest, along the south wall of the Great Cave, there's a nasty infestation. Several basilisks have taken up residence there. Deadly creatures. If you kill them for us, I would pay you a healthy bounty. Sounds like we're gonna get wrecked. Indeed, I was a ward of the army of Avernum for many years. I fought imps, sliths, nephilim, you name it, and learned one thing. A ward? One? Oh, my rank. Above a pirate, below a captain. To learn? To fight Avernum's enemies. You need an order of discipline. In the long run, adventurers do more harm than good. Sorry, but that's just what I saw. And that's all we got from him. We got a quest. Oh, the door was locked. Not much excitement. Oh, the chest. And it gives us a free fine cloak and leather pants. And a fine robe. Ah, Jasmine's Fine Foods. And we'll take that meat. A woman in a plain dress stands behind the counter. She is stunningly beautiful, except for the pale scars running up and down her arms. You look like you haven't had a decent meal in some time, she says. You're in the right place. What do you sell here? I sell food, proper food, for prices I'm sure you will find quite reasonable. Her smile turns vicious. It causes me no sadness to see the lizards go. So you have no love for your lizards? Pretty much. Before I came to Avernum, I tended sheep. Nice animals. Never tried to kill me. Lizards are very useful, sure. They provide leather and decent meat, but they're stupid and vicious. And that is supposed to happen to your... And that is what happened to your arms? Indeed, she shows you the scars on her forearms. Vicious, vicious, vicious lizards. I'd like to buy some food, potential... Oh, there's fruit? Life, if not happiness. That's... There's fruit, and it's not expensive. The meat is the expensive one. It just, does a heal job. They're all kind of 5-9. Sufficient to sustain life. It'd be nice if they had, like, a little... something. Prices are slightly expensive. I didn't notice that was a thing. Right. Next is Julio, the sage extraordinaire. Any free stuff? Oh, that was overly aggressive. Oh, sorry. Julio studies tomes at his desk, only occasionally rising to tend to the cauldrons behind him. Let me know if I can put my talents to your disposal. Actually, let's record. So we're just gonna not have to know everything about Julio in his introduction. Potions. Okay, so we could stock up on healing potions, which is a good idea. It just says, mainly I deal in potions and such. You can buy potions from me if you'd like. Also, the things I've learned from my extensive explorations are often of value. Done a lot of exploring? Yes. If you have a map of Avernum, I promise that some of the tunnels on it have been discovered by me. Such learning is quite valuable to prospectors and soldiers, among others. Can you tell me where we can find some potion ingredients? No, definitely not. Knowledge of the location of rare ingredients is the alchemist's greatest resource. Why have you done so much exploring? His expression darkens suddenly. I was thrown into Avernum for, shall we say, opposing certain excess of our town officials. I spent my first 5 years in Avernum looking for a way out. I found many blocked tunnels and came close to death many times. He sighs and his expression softens. Finally, I gave up the search, but I do have a guess about that exit. Really? What's your guess? I explored the eastern tunnels and wandered the caves of the north and south. No luck, but there are many areas to the west that humans have rarely, if ever, trod. A system of caves this large must have an escape route somewhere. If it is anywhere, it is west. And when someone finds it, I'm going, even if I'm 90. And if I wanted to find the exit, any advice? Julio thinks on this. He looks at his windows, making sure nobody is spying. Then he leans close. I've heard rumors. There's a group. Calls itself the Scimitar. None are working harder than them to find a way to escape. If you want to escape, seek them out. I've already heard of them. They're not so secretive. Dexter the Fletcher. No freebies, but... Oh, there's a chest somewhere here? Sunk down behind the counter is a man so skinny he's practically invisible. Sparse, wispy hair is arranged on a rapidly balding pate. He smiles at you in a disturbingly toothy way. He chuckles. I'm Dexter. This is my laboratory. I deal with all kinds of warriors. Yes, all kinds. What do you sell? Stuff. Archery stuff. Mainly, let me know if you want to purchase something. Someone suggested I ask if you have any tools. He laughs. He checks to make sure that the store is empty and nobody's eavesdropping. Yes, I sell certain tools, and believe me, nobody's more adept in their use than I. Whenever you want any tools, just remind me you're an adventurer. You have any jobs? Did you mention that I'm an adventurer? Dexter's Tools. An odd mix of equipment. You suspect that some of these items have been recently liberated from their rightful owners. Expensive, but you can get tools. Rope. It's not really that exciting stuff. Buy some supplies. Oh. It's too expensive, but the yew-bow has appeared. And a lemonwood. Lemonwood. But that's just a regular bow. So it's better than a cave wood. So we need a lemonwood longbow. And then a yew-bow is almost as good as a longbow. So we have lemonwood and yew, but we need longbow variants. Any jobs? There's little service you could perform for me. Actually, in one of the homes to the northwest corner of the city of Blosk, a certain fellow owns a ring shaped like a snake biting its own tail. It's not magical, but a certain lady has offered me a sum if I could get it to her. Obtain the ring from me, and I will pay you handsomely. I don't need anything otherwise. I need somewhere to sell stuff. That's what I need. The vintner. Talisman. An archer sits at this table. A half-empty bottle of wine sits in front of him. Why are you in this inn? I'm on leave. I've been running raids against the sliths. Even rode in sight of that giant fortress of theirs. What do you think about them? He hawks and spits to the floor. Vicious bastards. Though as nails and smarter than kitties. We've been trying to raid this fort they have in the swamp. It's like some major sacred temple, though. We couldn't get near it. Ugh, I don't know how we humans are ever going to hit the island. What island? The Slith Island. The Slith leader, I can't pronounce it. Big Slith lives on the island to the northwest. King's looking for someone to hit it. Fat chance, he thinks. I met someone who saw the island once. Name was Chuck. Said he was heading home to Silvar, probably dead now. If you ever meet him, ask him about it. He returns to his wine. We'll win this war, but it'll be a bloody, bloody business. You meet a tall, thin woman with lovely long brown hair. She's busy tending the bar. Wandering the room and dealing with merchants keeps her very busy. But you eventually manage to flag her down. Another warrior, she says with a smile. May the spirits preserve me. What do you need, traveler? Good day, what may I purchase at this establishment? Well, you could buy some food. The merchants haven't quite bought us out of rations yet, and we have wine. Fine Almerian wine, the pride of Avernum. You have real wine? Yes, wonderful, wonderful wine, and even drinkable. Many made by local farmers, and reasonably priced. It's even in bottles. But you never thought you'd see wine in actual bottles again, and this is the only place you can get it. Better buy some soon, I could sell out any moment. And the wine is made from grapes? Her smile fades for a moment. Well, grapes do not grow in the underworld. Almerian wine is made from fine fungus, like all wine down here. But ours is good. Well, what makes it so good? Ah, that is a tale. It takes the quality of our water, the porous nature of our stone, the soft, silky strands of our lichen, the warmth, the humidity, the terror. A complicated dance of nature which results in something that you can drink properly, without the night sweats, mouth itching, or transient blindness that comes from most Avernite wine. Well, sounds exciting. Maybe some wine? Wine or Almerian, very expensive. Some food. Really want to sell something. Merchants, do they actually sell anything? All these pallets are occupied by merchants. We won't take that, they won't notice. Or that one. Tower of Magi Research Hall. Do not enter without portal instruction. Oh, it's like the underground one. Since the earlier ones have stuff that can murderize us. Ah, see, I already have a bar of iron. Wonderful. That was not so hard. Check out these shops. Armor of quality. Any free stuff? No. Anything in your chest that I have? No. The shop is tended by a short, stocky woman with long, black hair. She's polishing a pair of bracers. Her black hair makes her porcelain Avernite skin stand out even more than normal. She sets aside her work when you enter, glad to give her hands a rest. Welcome to Rosemary's fine armor. Proper protective gear, both new and second-hand. We never sell anything someone died in. That's our promise to you. What are you selling? I sell all sorts of armor here. High-quality goods, bought, used, or shipped down from Fort Draco. You can buy it if you have the coins. Can't beat armor from Draco. What's so special about Fort Draco? It's far, far to the north. It's an iron-rich area, and they have a huge forge. They can even make steel. It's good and average over the sliths as any. An advantage of the sliths? Don't they have iron? Sure, but their metalworking skills are nowhere near as advanced as ours. Also, their weapon designs simply aren't as good. What do you mean? Sliths, as far as we've seen, only use one sort of melee weapon. It's the sort of two-tinned spear. Now don't get me wrong, it's deadly enough, but compared to the range of weapons we humans use, it's just not the same quality. I'd like to buy, I'd like to sell. Gold rings, and that, and any arms and armor that she's sitting on. In case I threw some stuff in there, which I didn't. At 800, what are you sell? Oh, wait. We got fine steel gun. I think she already has those, right? Could upgrade to bracers, technically. Get hit chance, evade, +2 to hostile effect resistance. Not bad. Steel greaves. She's already got those. Steel helm, already there. Yeah, nothing useful to us at the moment. Fine blades. Ramirez. There's a dark-skinned man with long black hair tending to this workshop. He's sharpening a wicked-looking blade. He smiles at you when he sees you, but he doesn't stop sharpening. I'm Ramirez. Welcome to my shop. Let me know if you need anything pointy. What do you sell? I have fine blades of all kinds. That's what I'm here for. What are you here for? He grins. Indeed, that's what I do. My job, my identity, my purpose in this world. Now to business. Want weapons or not? Weapons. Then it is happy destiny that has brought you to me. I'd like to buy some weapons. Anything worthwhile. So steel short sword, which I think is like equivalent. 28 to 112, yep, but without magicalness. A shielding knife, but it's like a knife. Yeah, so nothing useful there. Got this backside to check out. Oh, I'll go do this. Star Cap Training. A short bearded man is training a bunch of young Avernites. His training technique seems to involve a lot of shouting and abuse. When he sees you, he gives you a very slight nod. He seems to recognize that you are not a complete neophyte. I'm Starcap, he says. Welcome to my training hall. You don't have to be a complete idiot to learn something from me. So is the shouting extra, does it come with your services? How did you come to Avernum? Well, on the surface, I did a lot of training, but all of it was for rebels. When the Empire caught us, I begged for mercy. They were kind, and I got thrown down here. Now I can train people to fight those smug bastards above us. Begging for mercy, that must have been difficult. Not half so difficult as being thrown down here, but that was what it took to keep on fighting the Empire, so I groveled, but I never will again. I would like to be trained. He has improved melee weapons, exclusive blade melee weapons, learn pole weapons. Expensive. Oh, we have a free iron short sword. Oh boy. Let's get in this barrel here. You know, just one. This is the sewers. Don't currently have a reason to go to the sewers. Statue. This is a statue of a bold Avernite soldier slain in battle against a Slitheraki foe. It is also alive. You see it. Eyes move to follow you. Are you alive? Marginally, I wait here. For what? That I cannot say, at least not to you. It becomes motionless and refuses to respond to further inquiries. And the job board. Slith Assassin. A feared Slitheraki assassin named Nyrissa has been stalking the farms north of Almeria. We have driven her away, but if she is not hunted down, she is sure to return. She is thought to have fled to the enemy temple upriver to the north. She should be slain. Mayor Bevan will pay a generous bounty. Cormac. There's a scroll pinned to the board, addressed to someone named Cormac. Someone has written on the outside of the envelope, "Search the city, couldn't find him. Didn't go into sewers, though. Too dangerous. If you get this to him, you can have the payment." Sewer slimes. As often happens, the sewers under Fair Almeria. Well, we're almost at an hour, so I'm going to end it real quick so I don't go